Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so um, it's four of us who are there today, who are assembled here today for a short discussion we'll have. So I would like to tell you a very beautiful story that I read, and we will have a discussion based on that story. So all of you are ready? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So I will tell you. It's a very beautiful story. It's the story that has that comes in the Puranas, and it talks about a hunter. How a hunter called Mrigari, he turned into a flower-like person, a flower-like devotee. So we're going to discuss about this particular personality called Mrigari. So who is exactly Mrigari? So the scriptures, the Puranas very beautifully describe that once upon a time there was a hunter. There was a hunter in the forest of Prayag. So please listen very, very attentively, because based on this story, we will have a discussion. We will try to bring out very important lessons. We will try to pick on very important points in our personal application, so that we can progress on this in our understanding of the spiritual path. So please be very, very attentive. So once there was a hunter in a forest called Prayag, and what was the name of the hunter? The name of the hunter was Brigari. So while Narad Muni, so Narad Muni is, I'm sure you must have heard about this great sage Narad Muni, who is a foremost devotee of Narayan. You know, uh, he is one personality who is mentioned throughout the scriptures, because Narad Muni is a person who plays a very important role in bringing many people to the Supreme Lord Krishna. He is very, very instrumental. So being a devotee of the Lord, a devotee sees, today people are suffering so much. People are suffering out of anxiety. People are suffering out of so many miseries. So therefore, in and a devotee of God, when he sees people suffering like this, he feels so much in his heart. Oh, why is this person suffering so much? I do not want him to suffer. But and this is what is called compassion, and that is what we see in the life of Srila Prabhupada. How, because of his compassion in his heart, he went from a place called Vrindavan, a small town in Vrindavan, to America to preach this message of Krishna consciousness. In a very similar manner, Narad Muni, wherever he goes, he tries to enlighten people about the message of Krishna, message of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So Narad Muni, he came to that forest, that forest cup in the forest, which was in between the confluence of the Ganges and Yamuna. And while he was going through the forest, he saw a bird lying on the ground. Now the most surprising thing was that this bird was half killed. It was pierced by an arrow, and it was chirping pitifully, trying, making some sounds coming from its mouth, and it was hardly able to do anything. And further on, when Narad Muni went a little more into the forest, he saw a deer. The deer was flopping in agony. It was in so much of pain. And after that, he saw a bear, and then he saw a rabbit. None of them were dead. All of them were half killed, and they were twitching and crying out for help so much. And all this made Narad Muni very compassionate. And Narad Muni, he started thinking, who is this foolish person who has committed such a sinful act of half killing animals? Now, that is the nature of a devotee. A devotee is very, very compassionate. And Narad Muni became very aggrieved by the scene, and suddenly his eyesight went upon a hunter hunting with bows and arrows. And the hunter was very ugly looking. His eyes were red, bloodshot red. He looked very dangerous. And And Narad Muni thought, with if what will happen to this person at the rate at which he's killing animals, which is a sinful activity. He will go to Yamraj. He will go to the Lord of Death. And Narad Muni approached him, and told him, my dear, what are you, my dear hunter? What are you doing this? Why are you half killing animals? And then Brigari, he saw this person and asked him. He recognized, oh, this is a very saintly person. It seems he is coming from a very holy place. He said, so Mrigari told him, my dear sir, why have you come here while I'm hunting? Have you strayed from your path? Have you forgotten your way? What are you doing here? I am busy in my profession of hunting, and therefore it does not befit you, befit a person like you coming on my way. And Narad replied that, oh, I'm so sorry, but I've come to find my own path and to inquire from you. Now, I've seen so many bears, deers, rabbits, and they are lying on the forest floor, half dead and flopping about. Who has committed these sinful activities? So the hunter said that, yes, it has all been done by me. I am the one who's responsible for doing all this. Then Narad Muni asked him, if why are you doing this? If you want to hunt down all these poor animals, why don't you kill them at once? Why do you make them undergo so much of suffering? Don't do this. This is not good. If you half kill them, and they're suffering their death pangs, this is a great sin. Kill it completely. Don't do such a thing. And then the hunter was thinking that, my dear saintly person, my name is Mrigari, sabse bada shikhari. My name is Mrigari, sabse bada shikhari. I am a great hunter. I am the enemy of animals. I'm just simply following what has been taught to me by my father. He was the one who taught me how to half kill animals and leave them flopping about. And I take great pleasure in it. So Narad Muni, he listened to him, and then he told him that, see, Mrigari, I beg one thing from you. Please accept it. And Hunter thought, Hunter, normally when you see a saintly person, you feel like doing something for him. And then Mrigari, his heart got softened and told him, yes, sir, please tell me whatever you want me to do. I shall try to respect your command. If you want some animal skins, come to my house. I have so many skins of animals, including tigers, cheetahs, lions, deers. I should give you whatever you like. Narad Muni said, I do not want such things. But however, I do want something else. If you kindly grant to me, I shall tell you. Please, henceforth, from tomorrow, whenever you kill an animal, please kill it completely. Don't leave it half dead. Then Mrigari was thinking, why? What kind of request is Narad Muni asking me? My dear sir, why are you asking me of this? What is the difference between half killing an animal and killing it completely? Brigari was confused. Ultimately, I'm doing the same activity of, shooting taking my arrow and shooting it to the animal. So, can you please tell me what is the difference between half killing an animal and killing it completely? Then Narad Muni said, now, if you half kill the animals, they suffer great pain. And you give them too much pain if you give pain to so much other living entities, you are committing great sin. And it is a great offense that you're committing when you're killing an animal. When you kill, there's a great offense which you're committing. So, but the offense is greater when you half kill it, because you're making them undergo the experience of pain, and therefore all the pain that they are suffering because of half killing them, you will have to suffer for that pain in the future. And when Rigari heard this, he was a very sinful person. And when he heard from a saint-like person like Narad Muni, Narad Muni gave him a kind of a trailer as to what will happen to him if he continues his profession like this. And 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 when Mrigari saw this trailer that Narad Muni gave him, it was a verbal trailer. When Narad Muni gave him, he was shocked. Brigari never knew about all this, that I'm going to be suffering so much because of half killing animals. So The hunter said that, what do I do? From my very childhood, I've been taught to do this only. I do not know anything else. So he begged Narad Muni, please tell me, how can I get rid of all my offenses and sinful activities which I have been committing for so many decades, for so many years altogether? I want to surrender to your feet. Please save me from all kinds of reactions which I have been committing in the past. I'm committing at the present, and I may commit in the future. Please tell me what is the proper path. And the hunter said, my dear Narad Muni, whatever you tell me, now that you have told me what is the destination of a person who's committing sinful activities, I'm ready to follow your instructions. I'm ready to follow your order. Then Narad Muni gave him. Now Narad Muni told him, okay. So Narad Muni saw that the hunter's heart has softened. He has agreed. Now, just like in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita, very beautiful conversation between Arjuna and Krishna. Krishna, Arjuna is surrendering to Krishna. Before the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is posing so many arguments. No, no, Krishna, I cannot kill my relatives. How can I kill my relatives? No, it does not befit me. I cannot kill them. But finally, Arjuna, what does he do in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita? He surrenders to Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita 2.7, Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava dharma. He's telling Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava. He's saying, I'm now surrendering to you. And finally, what does he say? Shishyaste aham shadi mam tvam prapannam. Shishya, I'm your disciple. I am your disciple. I am your shishya. Shishyaste aham. I. Shadi. Instruct. Shadi mam. Instruct. Shadi mam tvam prapannam. Prapannam means I am now surrendering to him. Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava. So, um, so this is what we see even in the Bhagavad Gita, and this is what, in a very similar mood, the hunter is now surrendering to um, Narad Muni, and Narad Muni tells him that, and tells him that first thing that what you should do is, first you should break the bow. आपका जो धनुष है आपके हाथ में, आपको पहले उसको तोड़ना पड़ेगा. Then only I will disclose the path of perfection. I will disclose the path of real perfection, of what is exactly the goal of life. The hunter said, you're asking me to break my bow? But if I break it, what will be the means of my livelihood? Please tell me. I know only how to hunt. Narad Muni said, don't worry about your livelihood. I shall send you sufficient grains in order to ensure that for the rest of your life you will get everything. Then what did the hunter do? The hunter broke his bow and he fell down at the feet of Narada. Narada, got him to stand up, and he instructed him, just go to your house and distribute whatever money, valuables that you have earned, give it to the brahmanas and the devotees, and then just come out and follow me wearing one cloth. Construct a small house on the banks of the river, worship Tulsi plant, circumambulate the Tulsi tree, and every day you should taste one fallen leaf of the Tulsi. And most importantly, my dear Mrigari, you should always chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You should chant the holy names of Krishna. You should chant the holy names of Narayan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And as far as your livelihood is concerned, I shall send you grains. But you only accept as much as grains that you require for yourself and your wife. And then Narad Muni, because he was such a man, he was a great saint, with a great devotee of the Lord. A devotee of the Lord is, by the mercy of the Supreme Lord, he has all kind of powers. So he revives those half-dead animals and frees them from their dreadful condition, and they go away. So when Narad executed this miracle, the hunter was struck with wonder, and that hunter knew that if I just follow the instruction of uh, Narad Muni, my life will be perfect. And Narad returned to his place, and the hunter also returned home. And he very sincerely began to execute the instructions that Narad had given him. And in the meantime, the entire news spread in the village, that the hunter Mrigari, सबसे बड़ा शिकारी, he was transformed and he became a devotee. People could not believe, my God, Mrigari has become a devotee. Really? Mrigari has become a devotee? Oh, so wonderful. And they saw his saintly behavior, they saw his saintly characteristics. And they started, because of his charitable disposition, because of the transformation of his heart, and because of the association of Narada Muni, because of chanting of the holy names of the Supreme Lord Krishna, people started coming to him, offering him grains, offering him fruits, and like this, because Mrigari just followed the instruction of Narad Muni so nicely, he did not have to worry so much about his sustenance because he was following Narad Muni, who was a great devotee. After a few days, some days had passed, Narad told his friend, Parvat Muni. So Narada and Parvat Muni, they were two good friends. They were great saints. And Narad Muni happened to tell Parvat Muni about this Mrigari, and told him that, I have a disciple. I have a wonderful disciple. Let us go to see how he's doing. So this Narad Muni and Parvat Muni, they went to the hunter's house. And the hunter saw his spiritual master. Oh, my dear master, you have come. I'm so grateful to you. Please welcome. And he approached him with such great respect. And the hunter saw, while Narada Muni was walking towards his spiritual master, Brigari was so careful while walking. And Narada Muni was thinking, my God, just see how transformed this person is. He's so careful, he's so careful while walking, that he is ensuring that he does not even step on an ant. He does not, that Brigari, who was responsible for causing great pain, great suffering, great misery, great anxiety to so many animals by half killing them, he is so considerate that he is not even wanting to step upon one ant. This was the transformation that took place in the life of Brigari. And he slowly cleared away the ants with his cloth. And when Narad Muni saw this, he was like, wow, it is so beautiful. It is so wonderful how the holy names of the Supreme Lord and how the association of a devotee like Narada transformed him. And Mrigari received Narada Muni so wonderfully, and it's like the traditional, the custom that we have in India. When a guest comes, you offer him water, you offer him a sitting place, you wash his feet, you give him some prasad, you give him something to eat, and finally, both the Brigari and his wife, touched the water that washed the feet of Narad Muni, and put it on their head to seek blessings. So, uh, and Parvat Muni, when he saw all this, he was praising Narad Muni. Narad Muni, you are like a touchstone. Just by your association, sadhu sangha sarva shastra kahe, lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. साधु संग सर्व शास्त्र का है. सारे शास्त्र इस बात की व्याख्या कर रहे हैं कि जो साधु संघ है बहुत ही महान है. सर्व शास्त्र का है, लव मात्र. Even a moment's association of a devotee of Krishna, even a moment's association, can transform one's life. Lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. One achieves all perfection. And all of us have got this opportunity. All of y'all, many of you have books of Srila Prabhupada in your rooms, is it not? Where, you have at every moment, every opportunity to take sadhu sangha. We come online in these forums where we try to discuss about Krishna. We discuss about, the glories of understanding why is spiritual life so important? Why is the chanting of Hare Krishna so important? Why is association like this is so important? And when we understand all this, then there, just like Mrigari experienced transformation in his heart because of saintly association, we will also have it. So Parvat Muni told Narad Muni, "Oh, you're a touchstone. Just by your association, even a great hunter like Mrigari was transformed into a flower-like devotee. Oh, you're so great." So, so this and Narad Muni asked Mrigari, "So are you getting your food stuff regularly, my dear Mrigari?" The hunter replied, "Oh dear Gurudev, hey Acharya, oh Acharya Dev, I am so grateful to you. You sent so many people, because I have totally surrendered my life to your instructions. My wife and I are able to sustain, and we're getting more than what is given to us, and we do the charity of rest of what we get." So this and Narad Muni blessed them and told them that whatever you're doing is all right. Just continue your devotional service. Just continue what you're doing, and Krishna will take care. And like this, when Narad Muni and Parvat Muni disappeared from the hunter's house, and Mrigari continued his service, remember the instructions of his guru Narad Muni, and led a life of devotion to God. So this is a small story that I just narrated to all of y'all on the story of Mrigari. Very beautiful story, very beautiful, very instructive story, which comes in the Puranas. Let us have a small discussion, uh, and I will ask you a question, and now you could like to please share your thoughts, that what you understood from the story. So we just now heard the story of Mrigari. So can you tell me what were the contributing factors to Mrigari's transformation? There was not only one factor, there were multiple factors that contributed to his transformation. Yes, over to all of you. So, what was the major cause of his transformation? I hope you all heard the story attentively from the yes.
Future trailer
Sorry, Mona.
means Narad Muni saw his future trailer.
Okay, so one Munna is sharing that one contributing factor to his transformation was when Narad Muni gave him the trailer as to what will happen to you, oh Narad Muni, if you continue half killing animals. Very good, very nice. This is one contributing factor. In our lives also, when we understand how this material world is temporary, how everything in this world is temporary, death is something which comes up, which will come very soon. uh, you know uh, you know Death is something which will come very soon. This material world is very temporary. When we understand these situations and these facts, then we understand, yes, um, you know we need to understand what is exactly spiritual life, and try to imbibe the importance of practicing it sincerely in our life. So sometimes, through our sessions, we also get trailers, all of us, when we hear a speaker talking to us about and reminding us, sometimes knocking sense into our head. Oh my dear friend, please understand this. This is so important for all of us. Thank you, Mona. Thank you so much. Very wonderful point. Yes, anyone else? What were contributing factors to his transformation?
Maybe when Rigari started living his saintly life, maybe
Okay.
it transformed it
Okay.
then.
And what was the cause of his living a saintly life? Who was the main cause of it?
Main cause was Narad Muni because he made Narad Muni.
Very good.
And yeah,
Yes. Yes. As our Somnath has very beautifully said, he lived a saintly life. And why is that? Because it was, as Somnath beautifully explained, it was because of Narada Muni. He was the ultimate cause. So you see, you just observe, Mrigari got the association of a devotee of Krishna. He just got sadhu sanga sarva shastra kai lava matra. He just got lava matra. He just got moments. He got just few moments association Narad Muni, and that was the transformation that happened to Narad Brigari. So we understand, all of us, whatever we are, whatever transformation in our heart we have experienced through the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, through the reading of Srila Prabhupada books, whatever small attempts, many a times we come together for book readings and discussions and many a things, and we have understood, yes, this is what is, what this is what is spiritual life, and how important it is. And why is it happened? Because all of us have become recipients of some kind of association that we have got in some way or the other, in some form of the other, through which, and in that association, what are we discussing? Are we discussing about the latest movies which is there in the theaters? Okay, sorry, now there are not more theaters, many theaters in Pune are closed. Are we talking about the latest movies on Netflix, or are we talking about the latest movies that are coming in the market? Are we talking about um, the latest news? No, we are talking about pure narrations from the scriptures, of pure narrations about the Supreme Lord, which actually purifies the heart. If I talk to you about the mundane affairs of an ordinary boy and ordinary girl of this world, will it purify your heart, or will it contaminate your heart? What do you think? Will it purify your heart, or will it contaminate your heart? You're still in question, you're thinking still, having any doubts on this answer? Yes, anyone? Munna, Somnath? I hope you're able to hear me. I'm audible to all of you. So the answer is very obvious. Um, you know, um, that it will contaminate our heart. But when we come like this in our online forums, we discuss pure narrations about the Supreme Lord and about his devotees. Just like we discussed today about Narad Muni, how he transformed a cruel like hunter into a flower like devotee. So yes. Okay, so was there any other contributing factor? The one of the major contributing factors because of which he could continue his saintliness, Mrigari?
Alternative livelihood.
Sorry.
He got an alternative livelihood so that he can't kill anyone, and he can feed his family.
Very good, very good. But in order to maintain that livelihood, there was something which is something which was very essential, which because of which he could maintain that throughout. Now, to take up to a saintly life like the way Brigari did is not easy. But there is one thing: he got association in the beginning, but Narad Muni told him something by the virtue of which he would be able to continue his saintliness. And what was that?
Chanting of
Wonderful,
Hare Krishna mantra.
wonderful. Thank you, Munna. Beautiful answer. So it is the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. As long as you continue to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra sincerely, with attentiveness, then we will be able to continue to take association. We will be looking forward to such online association that we get every week. We will be looking, oh, when will that time come on Sunday where I can refresh my mind, nourish my intelligence, clean my heart, so that I can receive that pure sound vibrations that we hear from the scriptures. So there will be hankering in our heart as till the time we are chanting every day, taking out some time, 15, 20 minutes in a day, to chant. We have 24 hours in a day. We do so many things. We spend so much time on WhatsApp, so much time on social media. I'm not saying you all are doing it. So generally the trend is, so much time goes here and there. But when we, if when it times to, can you please take out 20, 15, 20 minutes for chanting? As general people say, oh, I don't have time for all this. Oh, it is. I am so busy. I have my research work. I have so many things to do. So generally you will find this. Generally you will find this excuse. Like now you see how many people have come for this forum. Only three have come. We have flashed an invitation to 30, 20, 30 people, but only three sincere people have come in this forum. So you see, as long you are chanting every day, taking out some time, always soaking your mind, and intelligence in, and getting in touch with the spiritual sound vibration, then we will experience a transformation, and we will be internally a very saintly person, a saintly person with good thoughts, with the intention to do good to others, with the intention of wanting not only good for oneself, wanting good for others also. So these kind of qualities will automatically come about. So this is very important. So the major contributing factor is association that he had with Narad Muni, and but association of Narad Muni was for not so much time, but Narada Muni gave him the instruction of chanting the holy names, because of which he was able to continue his, able to continue the way he chose to live. So in our very own lives, we don't have to change our externals much. We have to first focus on changing our internals. If we change our internals, then automatically, our external environment will also transform. But for that, we need to clean our heart, and therefore chanting is so important. Because Mrigari chanted the holy names of Krishna, there was a big transformation in his heart. So so my request to all of you, please continue chanting Hare Krishna. Please, continue receiving the grace of the holy names by bathing yourself in the nectar of the holy names every single day in the morning without fail. Just like food is so essential to our body. Without food you cannot live. Um, you know, food food is for the body, and in a very similar manner, the holy names is for the soul, and that is our true identity. I'm not this body, I am the soul. When we understand this, and when we chant attentively, with utmost concentration, trying to hear the Mahamantra, then we will experience so many wonderful things in our life through the chanting of the holy names. So um, thank you very much. Do you have any thoughts, or you like to share something, Munna and Somnath? Any questions or any comments or any feedbacks or anything you'd like to share?
Thank you so much. It was a great story.
Why you liked it? Wonderful, wonderful. So thank you very much, Somnath and Munna, for giving your association, just like how Narad Muni did to Brigari. You have given association to me, and please continue. My request to all of y'all: please continue chanting sincerely, and you will experience great benefit in your life. Thank you very much. I'm extremely grateful to both of y'all for coming and gracing this meeting. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you.